This is the experimental branch from the 11th of April. We had some initial problems with passengers congregating in the non-zoned areas and disappearing. You might have seen that in my last broadcast. So I couldn't really do anything any further with that version. That was the April 10th version. This is the April 11th version. And in fact I've attacked it a couple of times now, and it seems to be paying dividends. It seems to be working really well. I've currently got all my scheduled flights coming in and going out mostly early and ahead of schedule, and with others leaving exactly on scheduled times. So if you look at the schedule as it currently sits right now, we've got these flights coming in currently on one gate, but all of them are leaving on time, with the exception of this 767, which is at 10 o'clock at night. It tends to leave at around about 1/4 midnight. Haven't really gotten to the bottom of that one yet, but every other single aircraft is coming in, arriving and departing on time. So yeah, it's interesting to see what's happening, but I need to look at this 767 and see why it's not happening with that one. But what we're going to do is we're going to let it do a clean sweep through, and then we'll talk about how we're going to upgrade. You can probably see I've already highlighted the cafe zone, the kitchen zone. So we're expecting this big 767 to drop in shortly. Oh, hold on a minute, we've now got people congregating in the bathroom again. Don't tell me I've had an update while I've been offline. Oh, do you know? Yesterday this worked absolutely fine. And now... oh dearie me, looks like it's actually reverted again. Well, that is really super annoying. We've just regressed back to the 10th. What's going on here? I thought all the issues had been fixed. The queuing's fixed, by the way. Assigning people to queues is fixed, or it was fixed. Look, people are going in, they're buying the tickets, and then they're not going back through security. What on earth? Why on earth are people now not? Oh, this is painful. Oh yeah, this is very painful. All our passengers are now going directly to the bathroom. And yet all of this was fixed. So the update from the 10th had these issues, which is where people were going buying tickets, and then they were loitering in non-zoned areas or going into the restroom. Now, and on the 11th they fixed this. Now we're on the 13th, or just turning over to the 14th, and it's goosed. It's not working again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down, exit, and then I'm going to update. Just have a look at the integrity of the game, because that's not good. You can't go back. You can't regress that back. That's just not acceptable. View integrity. All files successfully validated. Right, so let's just do this again. I'm going to minimise that. Okay. Start SimAirport again. menu, load game. So here we go, we've got a plane coming in. These passengers are going to deboard. These are now boarding, they were already in line. So this is as I left it at 4 o'clock early in the hours this morning. Working fine. Now it's not. Could have been just the way it loaded, so that's why we've just given it a clean start, viewed the integrity of the files, give it a restart and let's see what happens. Janitor heading now towards security. So that one's worked fine. Still, nobody has made their way through security. These people are just loitering right now. 2 times the speed. Here we go, we've got a whole heap of guests now coming in. This might actually be a very, very, very short-lived live stream. If you'll notice, I actually managed to get my airport satisfaction up to 77%. Passenger satisfaction was riding in and around about the 96 to 97% consistently. So whatever's happened today as part of the dev update has murdered whatever was happening well as part of the game at 4 o'clock this morning. It's now something like 1 o'clock in the morning the following day. So, yeah, I might even have to write this airfield off, I think, because they're not going to the gate. So I've got 2 queues, both queues were working fine. Queues are working fine. Why these passengers are not working fine, I do not know. At least the toilets are in use anyway. But whatever's going on, it's trashing the game, and there's very little I can do about that now until they put the next patch out on tomorrow probably. But that's that, I'm not going to bother now. Sorry about that folks, but as you can see there's something happened between the patch that went out on the 11th to whatever's happened in and around the 13th of April, 14th of April UK time. So I was playing it at 4 o'clock this morning, perfectly fine. Come to it now, UK time, 12:30 on the 14th, and it's now not working. So there you go. Nothing I can do about that. Sorry about that. We'll come back to it. I was hoping to explain to you. I'll just pause it. I was hoping to explain to you how I've managed to get things working quite so smoothly. And I'm of the opinion now. How much validation I'm going to have to do to put into this, I'm not sure yet, but I'm of the opinion now that for each gate agent equates to 25 individuals every 15 minutes. So if you needed to get 100 people in a plane in 1 hour, you would need 4 gate agents. So on average, my loading times are in and around an hour for aircraft in and around 100 to 120 passengers. I think the average number I'm getting is around about 27 to 28 passengers per gate agent per hour. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting at the moment. It's like a 26-27 ratio per hour, and that also includes like the first class gates and the standard gates. So if I was to put like 5 gates down, I would be able to go through more people, which is what might be my problem with the late aircraft I have on my schedule. Where's my schedule? So here's the airline satisfaction numbers. So you see aero times up to 81%, galactic point, I'm absolutely chomping at the bit to get in here, and I'm not going to bring them in yet. But all the flight numbers and things are really, 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 really high. So I'm reluctant to trash this map because there are a lot of lessons learned have gone into this. Putting chairs right near security, as soon as they come through, people want to rest straight away. You know, beautifying paths and routes that people walk down, you know, trees and nature and all of that's good. These offices didn't cost me the earth to build. You know, so yeah, it's coming together nicely. This actual gate hasn't been activated yet. And what I did was I wanted to expand, get all of the infrastructure in place first, which replicated the infrastructure, duplicated the infrastructure I had for these gate agents, then duplicate it and double up for the next gate. So, you know, this is just a standard large gate. I don't know why they just call it a medium, to be fair, but standard large gate. I had 4 boarding agents, I had 4 check-in desks, I had 4 security, everything's brilliant. So now what I've done is I've doubled up on that. I've put 4 there, so I've got 4 here and an extra 4 here. Here you'll find that I've actually got a row of ticketing kiosks that were here originally. Now I've got another row here plus some ATMs as well. So yeah, I'm just doubling up on everything. All of them desks are now completely connected into the machines. I added 2 new gates, so when I add my next terminal, which will be around here somewhere, and then I'll stick a large one at the end one day at some point. Yeah, but so I'm ready for the next phase of expansion in the baggage claim area. And what's going to happen is I'm going to keep taking security down and this exit route down. But I think if I can get this one working again, I want to start looking at how I can segregate first class passengers from standard class passengers. Now I'm not clear how I'm going to do that yet. I am putting some thought into it. I'll take anybody's comments on it. I'm really interested to see how anybody else has managed to separate first class passengers from standard passengers. Whether it's like being a separate, you know, room holding area with a couple of gates which are assigned to all first class passengers for them particular flights, I'm not sure, but stick your comments down below, let me know what your thoughts are. But yeah, so that's it for the moment. I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm pretty disappointed that I couldn't show off how well this is working to you. But you know, that's the nature of a early adopted game. It's in early adoption phase. It is a piece in development. It's probably some way off being final release. Yes, it's disappointing for me that I wasn't able to show it off, but you know, I think the devs have evidenced that since its launch how much work and effort they've put in to progressing the game. So no real complaints to the organisation. I'm sure this will go as part of their lessons learned, not to keep reduplicating errors on the code over and over and over again as they make every new fix and release. But there you go. Okay, so sorry about that. I was going to give you an update, but that's the best I can do for now. So my apologies, folks. Let me just press play and we can just chortle along at how this is going. But yeah, as you can see, I've got people coming in, serving through security, They congregate in the appropriate queues, go and have a sit down, go and do some vending stuff. And then those disembarking are shown through this way here into the secure area. Loving the new security gates, by the way. Very, very clear as to which one's the right way to go and which way is the wrong way to go. Same with the detectors here, you can see the arrows. It's brilliant. Queues are working, or they were working really well. If I was to dezone this, it wouldn't surprise me if these guys actually made their way through. So, I don't know what the problem is at the moment, but we're just going to wait for the devs to fix that. But other than this issue right now of people congregating, everything else is, or had been, working really well. So, alright, there you go. Sorry about that, bit disappointed, but nonetheless, I'm still really pleased with where this game's headed. I've seen some stuff that No Slack's posted on his channel in terms of stuff that we already knew was coming, but it's just good to get a sneak peek really in terms of what these things are going to look like. We still don't know how they're going to be implemented in game, but you know, that's the nature of the beast at the moment. Alright, so I'm going to end this here, and I'll try and catch you as soon as the game's been updated, and we'll see if this map's working properly tomorrow, and we'll try and show it off then. Alright folks, all the best, bye now.